you were talking about, people winning big lawsuits. You got to think everything comes with a cost, right?
Mm.
And so, like, when somebody wins a big lawsuit against a corporation, even the everyday man, your average Joe, I think they don't view that person negatively. They almost view him as a hero of sorts.
Yeah, Bill, they got one off on the big company.
Yeah,
back in the day, do you remember the McDonald's cup lady?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you know the whole story?
I do know the whole story.
Okay, well then maybe you can elaborate for the audience. They might not know.
So she got a lot of flack for winning this huge lawsuit because it was an insane amount. But what was often, not told in the media or not told amongst ourselves was she actually did get severe damage, like severe burns.
And it was all crotchal region.
Yeah. So she actually was, what do they call it when, I forget what they call it. Something like maimed or... Disfigured, yeah. She was actually genuinely disfigured from that burn. And the coffee actually was far above what it should have been. It was like boiling temperature coffee.
Yeah, it was lava.
Yeah.
And see, what's even funnier is because during that case, she didn't even ask for that amount. The judge gave her that amount.
Yeah.
She just wanted her hospital bills covered.
Yeah.
So that way she could pay for all the reconstructive surgery and everything.
Yeah. And truly, when you lose something like, especially in the groin area, there's really no price that could cover it. I mean,
I figure, like, if I got my hand maimed, okay, that sucks. My foot maimed, okay, that sucks. Face and crotch, that's it. That's my hard lines right there.
Understandable. So I didn't feel like that was a crazy sum that she walked away with after I knew the full story. But the issue is people do pay for it. And here's how they pay for it. That no matter what, the everyday person pays the cost for everything. When it's all said and done, your everyday person's going to pay the cost. And so these corporations, for one, they're going to make it worse for their employees. The ease of operating that the employees used to have prior to a big lawsuit, it's gone. They're going to start making you throw a thermometer in the coffee before it goes out to the customer. They're going to start making you sign a piece of paperwork, a disclaimer form.
They're going to have to blow it 3 times, essentially, right in front of you.
Yeah. And next thing you know, you could be a great worker and lose your job over some hoopla.
Whoa. Using the H word now.
Hoopla!
Hoopla!
And so you end up in just the sea of policy and red tape as if you're employed with that company because they're trying to safeguard themselves against another lawsuit. And then ultimately the customer usually ends up losing out.
Having to foot the bill
because prices go up.
Yeah, because again, now there's extra training, now there's extra thermometers, and now they can't be the rectal kind, they have to be the oral kind.
Yeah. And so given that our nation is continually being subjugated with frivolous lawsuits, and every now and then you get a winner, and for every winner there comes a whole new set of policies and obligations that a company imposes on its employees and its customers. You got to think, how are we going to escape it? Because the one thing about laws, they rarely ever go away. There's only more of them, not less.
Yeah, it's like prohibition. Like that was one of the very few laws that went away.
Yeah. And there's this quote, I don't know who said it, but it's a dying nation prints laws like it prints money or something to that effect. Like,
wow, that sounds Roman. That sounds that one kind of fucking slaps.
Yeah. But before you know it, there's a law for everything and a law against everything, and then lawyers are making all the money leeching off corporations and victims.
Yeah.
Because the lawyers are the real winners.
Oh, yeah. It's just kind of like divorce settlements. Trust me.
The lawyer's the third person in your marriage.
Please break up. Please cheat on her. Please, God. Please, everything I've got.
They're getting their own alimony. You got to spend 10 years with your wife for her to get alimony. You only got to spend 10 hours with your lawyer.
Oh, God. He has a Lambo? Oh, tell me more. Tell me more. You're going to get half that car, and then I'm going to get half from both of you.
That's the thing. It's like, he ain't just fighting for you. He's fighting for himself in that lawsuit.
Yeah, and there are good lawyers out there. Sorry, that hurts my tongue to say such things.
Yeah.
But like, there are good lawyers out there, and there are good doctors out there, and there are bad policemen out there.
True.
Like, it doesn't matter your profession, but if your entire thing is making money.
Yeah. So speaking of lawyers, I've often thought, if I had the discipline to go to school, or the belief that it would be worth it, putting that much of my youth into schooling, I always thought I would be a good defense attorney. I would love to defend people.
I would, but I know so many liars that would lie to their lawyer instead of just being honest with them.
That's true. I think I could get the truth out of my the people I represented, though, because truly, if you tell me no matter what crime it is, I wouldn't judge you. I wouldn't judge you.
I'm not. I would love to be on that boat with you, but there are certain crimes out there, like murder.
Yeah.
Okay, for the right reason. Okay, all right,
Mhm.
But like,
I'm just a big believer in innocent until proven guilty, and even if you end up successfully defending a guilty party, it does facilitate. It empowers that mantra, innocent until proven guilty. If someone commits a crime and there truly is a path of, reasonable doubt, then I think everyone should get the right to
a fair trial.
And
I mean, I get you on that, but like, there's certain, we can both agree, like tax fraud versus being a diaper sniper.
Yeah, of course, very different.
Yeah,
very different. And as a defense attorney, I don't think if you're a government appointed attorney, I'm assuming those are the sucky ones.
Yeah.
If you suck, the government just gives you your jobs.
Yeah, you know what? Take this one, and this one, and this one, and this one.
So I'm not sure if they can turn down a case, because somebody has to represent you, no matter what.
Not sovereign citizens.
True, but
guys.
Yeah, but if you have your own practice, you can pick and choose the cases, and so you obviously, if you thought someone was guilty of something heinous, you could turn it down. But I've always struggled to rationalize how someone could ever justify being a prosecutor. I could never be a prosecutor, and so you think about it. If you're a defense attorney or a prosecutor with a 30-year career, at some point, one of each of these things are going to happen. At some point, you're going to save a guilty person from prison if you're a defense attorney. If you're a prosecutor, at some point, you're going to put an innocent person in jail. And I could live with myself easily, sleep peacefully at night for the rest of my days, knowing I protected a guilty person. But I could never be okay knowing I put an innocent person in jail.
See, that's where you and I differ. I would rather put one innocent man away for 100,000 guilty men. And I'm sorry, but
you don't strike me as that type.
Well, I mean,
you're such a liberal guy.
Well, I mean, I know that's how I appear, but like deep in my heart space, I believe that there are certain people that need to be punished for their crimes. There are bad, not bad people, but people who have done bad things that need to learn from their experience.
True.
Like, if you beat a baby to death with a bar of soap, I would rather make sure you and the guy who was accused of murder on a different scale both share a cell. Like,
so you'd be okay putting an innocent person in jail if you got to get the real criminals.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because I'm from the prosecutor's state of mind.
Yeah, you're not a prosecutor.
I'm just saying. But
I've never known this side of you.
No. I can empathize. I can put myself in their shoes.
Okay.
They're the yin to that yang. It is, instead of innocent until proven guilty, they are guilty as hell until you show me otherwise. And even then, probably not. I can empathize with that kind of mindset because I truly believe in the death penalty. I don't know if you do.
Yeah, I believe in the death penalty.
Yeah, and see, like, well, I mean, what happens if we get an innocent man in there? Statistically speaking, if we're at this level of, like, we have legally made it okay to murder the shit out of you, There has been some significant amount of evidence.
Yeah, and it's also often the case. You're probably doing things in your life that led you to that, even if you weren't guilty of that exact crime.
Yeah, and
There's probably some correlation of your lifestyle choices that put you on the trial to begin with.
yeah, you might not have murdered somebody, but you were peddling meth in an elementary school
Yeah.
that was funded by the government. Like you gotta give it take.
Yeah. But I'm not a prosecutor. I'm a natural defender, a natural person of ambiguity.
And I mean, I can empathize with that side of it too, because like actually putting a fully innocent man on death row, which has happened.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. People in the audience who are watching right now, which by the way, we love you. I can see it from both sides, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I mean, I'm a natural fence sitter because, I've got a post up my ass.
Vlad the Impaler paid you a visit.
Exactly. Like, I got that Hawk Tua on that post. But I can just see it from both ends.
Yeah.